If you've been sitting on the fence waiting for the housing market to crash to make your riches investing in real estate, your wait could be over, but not how you might think. You see, there's a new housing market that's set to explode, and we're at the ground level. There's a digital land grab going on right now. Real estate deals are surging and people are making millions, and I'll show you where and how. Let's go. Hi, my name is Matt Theriault, CEO of Epic Real Estate, where we show people how to invest in real estate so they can escape the daily grind and retire early. And there's something brewing that could accelerate that escape faster than anything this world has ever seen. I'm speaking of virtual real estate. And what is that, you ask? Well, maybe you didn't ask, but I did, because this is something very new, and apparently something not to be ignored. It was a very wise person once told me many years ago, this guy right here, the best way to learn something is to teach it as soon as you learn it. Now, although I've been privy to the rumblings, but I haven't paid them much mind, I just really learned about this from a Wall Street Journal article that my buddy Dave shared with me. And it sent me down a deep rabbit hole. And now I'm gonna give you the summary of what I found. It's like this. In some video games, yes, I said video games, but this ain't child's play, stay with me. In some video games, the players can buy the real estate within the game in the form of something called an NFT, a non-fungible token. NFTs work on the blockchain, very similar to cryptocurrencies, such as Bitcoin. The difference is that each Bitcoin can be exchanged for another Bitcoin. That means it's fungible, while a non-fungible token cannot be exchanged for an identical NFT because they're unique, they're unexchangeable. It's kind of like a print of the Mona Lisa is fungible. You wouldn't really be able to tell one print of the Mona Lisa from another. Those prints would be interchangeable. However, there's only one Mona Lisa. It cannot be exchanged for another because another doesn't exist. It is non-fungible. Now, you could hang a print on your wall and you might fool some people every now and then, but if you went to sell it, it would be discovered as a print, thereby having no real value at all. Got it? The NFT craze has swept up basketball fans and art lovers alike. I mean, just this month, a digital collage by the artist Beeple sold at Christie's for $69.3 million. You see, that was a screenshot of the NFT. It's worth nothing. The original digital file, however, $69.3 million. Crazy, right? Well, Rob Gronkowski, Mark Cuban have both started selling their own NFTs. Nearly every single day, there's a new celebrity entering the NFT market. For example, Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes will launch a collection of NFTs that are centered around significant moments in Mahomes' life. The band Kings of Leon released their latest album, When You See Yourself, which includes NFTs that reveal exclusive album artwork. And multi-platinum recording artist Lil Pump just dropped a collection of NFTs as well. And there will be more celebrities to follow for sure. Feeling out of touch yet? I understand. You may not resonate with Lil Pump, but this you might. NFTs have now made their way to real estate. Digital real estate, that is. Plots of land inside of video games. And the virtual real estate market works like this. When a player purchases real estate within the game, they receive a digital deed in the form of an NFT, which proves the authenticity of a certain plot in a specific game. The real estate will appreciate as more players join the game, and then the economic law of supply and demand kicks in, where scarce land can appreciate and be sold to other players who require those plots for certain tasks and missions. Players can then rent out their land to other gamers, charge others for using it, or even flip it. And I'm sure seller financing and wholesaling aren't far behind. And this all happens within the game or on a third-party exchange such as OpenSea. These transactions are usually backed by a game's unique cryptocurrency, which can be converted to Ethereum and then into real US dollars. Contemporary artist Krista Kim sold just this week an NFT minted digital house for 288 Ethereum, valued at over $500,000 based on the cryptocurrency's trading price at the time. The new owner of Kim's house will be able to upload the file into various metaverses. That's an informal term used to describe a collaborative and immersive virtual world. And then they'll be able to experience the digital real estate there. Companies like Roblox and Fortnite maker Epic Games, no relation unfortunately, are working on this concept. And Krista Kim foresees we'll all be living in an augmented reality within a couple of years. Then there's Republic Real Estate, a firm that's raising money to buy distressed condos in the physical world, is launching an invite-only fund this week aimed at investors seeking to buy virtual land. The venture plans to purchase parcels across several online metaverses and develop them into virtual hotels, stores, and other uses, with the goal of increasing their value among cryptocurrency enthusiasts. The minimum investment in the Republic Realm Digital Real Estate Fund is $25,000. This virtual real estate market, just like our real-world real estate market, has been boosted and seen massive appreciation recently by a pandemic-fueled rise in electronic games and investor excitement around cryptocurrencies. Now, as I was continuing my research, the concept was starting to sink in for me. But where's the value that's commanding such hefty price tags? That's something that took me a minute to grasp. But here's where it started to click. What non-gamers like me don't really understand yet is the growing importance of a gamer's digital items and identity. For years now, gamers have laid down big bucks on gear such as weapons and armor or tools to strengthen their characters in games like Fortnite, Minecraft, and World of Warcraft. Well, now these NFT-enabled games allow players to buy, sell, and trade their gear and their real estate for cryptocurrency, of which can be converted to real spendable US dollars. Still, this might all seem like nonsense to someone pre-internet. However, talk to any gamer and ask how much money they spend on outfits, new guns, or any other collectibles within the game. It's a staggering amount. I mean, ask me sometime how much a week I dole out for my son's obsession with Roblox. He's buying building materials for his virtual real estate, and he's buying boats and airplanes, all digital, of course. The popular free video game Fortnite brought in revenues of $1.8 billion in 2019, $5 billion in 2020, and that was on just clothes and weapons and stuff. Now that digital real estate is on the market, those revenues will certainly rise, as the virtual real estate is not priced too differently than physical real estate. For example, real estate purchases have brought in millions of dollars. Recently, 9 plots of land on the popular game Axie Infinity were sold as a single NFT deal. The user who made the purchase paid, wait for it, $1.5 million. Then, a group of people just last month topped that by paying $1.6 million for Citadel of the Stars. This is a large kingdom in the unreleased fantasy role-playing game Mirandus by Gala Games. And this was a pre-market sale, by the way. Gala Games has their own cryptocurrency, and rumor has it that may be one you want to get in on soon. The coin symbol is Gala, G-A-L-A. Also last month, Virtual World The Sandbox sold about $2.8 million worth of land in a pair of well-received sales that now have the company valuing its digital properties at about $37 million. So as you can start to see, our reality, and our real estate included, is going completely digital. The big real estate upside opportunities will become less and less realized by walking around your neighborhood looking for that distressed house to buy, but rather found by scrolling through your phone, searching the internet, and playing video games. There are new houses being built on the beach in cyberspace right now. The world is getting interesting. So what do you think? Is digital real estate a fad, like we all thought the internet was, like the digital music download was, like Facebook was? Or is it here to stay, like the internet did, like the digital music download did, like Facebook did? I mean, if you're old enough to remember, those were all crazy ideas that the masses rejected at one time, including myself, every single one of them. So your thoughts, let me know below. And who do you know that needs to see this? When their name comes to mind, please share it with them. Oh, and if you're already subscribed, I pulled this video out special for you to watch next. Otherwise, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Take care.